Court strikes out Nnamdi Kanu's 50 billion naira suit against federal government. My dear listeners, here is another interesting news stating about Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, as court strikes out his 50 billion naira suit against the federal government. Well, while I was talking sometimes ago that judiciary is even corrupted, we do not have anything judiciary in this country any longer. Instead of them speaking all the truth, they go against it. So my dear listeners, moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The Federal High Court in Abuja on Thursday struck out a 50 billion naira suit filed by Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, against the federal government. Justice Ihangekwo, in a ruling, struck out the suit for lack of diligent prosecution. When the matter was called on Thursday, neither Kanu nor the federal government was represented by any lawyer. Justice Ekwo observed that in the last adjourned day, while no lawyer was in court for the IPOB leader, the federal government was represented in court by a counsel. The judge, who said that the case had taken 3 adjournments due to no representation, consequently struck out the case. Kanu had sued the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, as first and second defendant in the suit, marked FHC ABJCS 462-2022. Kanu, who sued the defendant over allegations bordering on violation of his right, alleged that he was kidnapped from Kenya and brought back to Nigeria to stand trial. He wants the court to determine whether the way and manner in which the plaintiff was abducted in Kenya and extraordinary rendition to Nigeria is consistent with extant laws. Specifically, he cited the provisions of Article 12(4) of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Ratification and Enforcement Act Cap A9 laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, and Articles Part 5A of the African Charter's Principles and Guidelines to Human and People's Rights while countering terrorism in Africa. Kanu also wants the court to determine whether by the operation of Section 15 of the Extradition Act, Cap E25, laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the plaintiff can be competently, legally tried for offenses stated in count 1 to 14 of the 15 count amendment charge. He said the counts are not the offenses for which he was surrendered or extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria. In the originating summons, the IPOB leader is seeking 11 reliefs, including an order for his release from Department of State Services DSS custody. He is also seeking an order restraining the defendant from taking any further step to prosecute him after criminal charge number FHC ABJCR 383-2015, currently pending before the sister court presided over by Justice Binta Unyako. Kanu also asked the court to award the sum of 100 million naira to him as the cost of this action. But in a notice of preliminary objection dated June 6, 2022, but filed June 27, 2022, the federal government and AGF prayed the court to dismiss the suit, describing it as an abuse of court process. Given one ground of argument, the defendant argued that Kanu had filed an earlier suit with similar facts before the Federal High Court, Umaya Division, in suit number FHC UMCS 30/2022. They further argued that the two defendants were parties in the suit. According to the defendants, this renders this suit as an abuse of court process that deprived the court of the jurisdiction to entertain the instant suit. Earlier, Aloy Ejimako had in one of the proceedings told Justice Eko that he had filed a notice for a change of counsel. Ejimako told the court that he would be taking over the case from Chief Mike Ozekume, San, who filed the suit on April 7, 2022. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is.